Good evening, Carolina Arbor residents. My name is Sebastian Tarangelo, and I'm the president of the Bocce Club. And with me, I have two fellow officers, Dave and Ray. We're here at the Bocce Court. We've been asked by the Carolina Arbor Theater Group to do a presentation of how the game of Bocce is played within our rules. So that will be available for everyone to see and get a handle on how to play the game. But before we do that, let me just talk a little bit about Bocce, the history of Bocce. Bocce, historians have said that they can trace it back to a specific form of Bocce dating back over 5,000 years ago. It was played for quite some time, then they stopped playing, and then somewhere around 1300, 1400, the Italians reenacted the Bocce into what is today's version. So we have the Italians to thank, and each country has their own version, and depending on which country, it has a different name, but it's pretty much the same game. So what is the object of Bocce? The object of Bocce is that you have two teams, and they'll flip a coin. Within our rules, they'll flip a coin. The winner will throw this white ball called the Polino, and then he will select whichever color balls he wants, and he'll throw the Polino down the other end of the court, and then he'll throw his first ball, and after that, the other team will throw their ball, and the object is try to get as close or closer to the Polino. And then it goes back and forth, and we'll demonstrate that as we play. So Ray actually won the point course, so he will start first. He'll explain a few things, and he will throw the ball first, and he has selected the green balls. As they play the game, I'm going to go to the other end and referee, and Ray will take it from there.
So I won the coin toss, so I'm going to start first. I need to throw the Polino past the yellow line and and keep it inside the second line there. And whoever throws the Polino starts with the first ball and see how close you get.
Okay, it's my turn now to throw the bocce balls, and the object for me is try to get a ball closer to the Polina than the green ball. Pretty fast. Okay, you notice I threw two balls because my first ball clearly was longer and further away from the Polina than the green ball. So I had to throw another ball in order to get one closer than Ray's green ball. Now that I've done that, it'll be Ray's turn to try to get one in tighter than my red ball.
So Dave finished his second ball. He got closer than mine, so it's my turn to throw as many as I need to beat his.
Okay, so Ray threw that last ball, and they're very close, so this requires a measurement to see which ball is closer to the Polino. So Dave's ball is still a half inch closer. So now Ray will continue again to try to throw his third ball to get it even closer. excellent throw by Ray. On his third ball, he got the green ball closer, so now he's in the lead, and Dave will try to get, it's his turn to try to get it closer. And this is how it goes back and forth until all the balls are used. Outstanding throw by Ray. He threw the ball and knocked the red ball out of the way. So right now there's a green ball and a red ball that look identical to the Polino, and I will measure to see which ball is closer. They're equally distanced. At this point, if the game ended at this point, they each get 1 point each. However, Dave still has one more throw, so there's still no point yet. Dave has one more ball left, and he will throw to try to break it up or get a point. Okay, on Dave's last ball that he threw, did not come closer, so this red ball and green ball identical measurements, so each team gets 1 point at this, so the game is 1-1 each.
Since we both had 1 point and it ended in a tie, so now I start throwing. I throw back because Dave did not get his point and beat me. So it stays the same.
Now, Ray threw that ball first because he still had control of the Polino. He threw it, and it went past the center line, but it's within a couple of inches of the wall. We have a rule that if the ball is less than 12 inches from the wall, the Polino goes back to the opposing team. And we did this to kind of continue the play as opposed to, it's not really very competitive if you throw the ball and you just keep throwing the ball against the wall here. It doesn't make it competitive. So in order to make it more competitive, we put this rule in so that the Polino goes to the other team. At this point, the crowd will start making jokes of Dave because he threw his ball really short. So we'll get on his case for throwing it too short. Go ahead, Ray.
Okay. Since Dave threw his first ball, so now it's my turn to beat his. I don't know if I could do it, but I'll try.
Good throw. At this point, Dave has thrown all of his balls, and he's not closer to the Polino than Ray. So Ray, at this point, has 1 point. He's got one ball left, and his goal is try to get it closer so he can get 2 points. Okay, this is going to be close. Okay, at this point, Ray has 2 of his green balls closer to the Polino before the red ball, so he gets 2 points. Now Ray threw the Polino, a good throw, all the way to the back before the last line, which is the out of bounds. If that Polino would have passed the out of bounds, it's a foul, and it reverts. The Polino reverts to Dave, and he throws the ball. But that was a great throw by Ray, getting close to the foul line.
Now I have to throw this close to the Polino, but I can't throw it past that last line. If I throw it past the last line, it's out.
Good throw. Very- Okay, now Ray tried to hit the Polino away from the red ball, but he missed, so his ball went past the foul line, and that's out of bounds. That's out. So red ball is still in play, and Ray will throw another ball to try to get it closer. Wow. Wow. Good luck, Dave. On Dave's last throw, he hit the Polino, knocked the Polino out of bounds. Unfortunately, his ball continued and is maybe a half inch past the line, so his ball is also out of line. So it goes back to the closest ball, which is green, to the Polino. So Ray still has 1 point at this point, and he's got one more ball, and his object is to throw the ball and try to get another point. On Ray's last ball, he threw it to try to get as close to Polino, and the ball almost went past the out of bounds, but it landed right on the out of bounds, and therefore that ball is closer to the Polino as well as his first ball, so now he gets awarded 2 points on that play.
So in the last shot, the green is touching the Polino. And would check, it's touching, and that's a leaner. A leaner is 2 points. So you could get 5 points in a game. You could get a leaner and 3 balls closest from the other. So you could get up to like 5 points in a game in one set of throws.
So that is a demonstration of the game of bocce. Of course, there's a lot more. When you come down here, we'll teach you all the different rules and how to play the game. But in the game, there are different types of throwing the ball. There's 4 or 5, many different types, and Ray and Dave will demonstrate the different types of throwing the ball. They will do the overhand throw, which is probably the toughest to master. So Dave, show them how the overhand is done.
Okay. I just throw the ball this way and release.
Okay.
Dave throws it with the backspin.
Yes.
And I throw it a little more like throwing a bowling ball. So we just finished the game, and Dave won 12-11. And we play to 12. If you tie at the end or whatever, there are no ties. It's just whoever gets to 12 first wins the game.
That was a brief demonstration of how the balls are thrown in different position. Probably for beginners, the easiest is probably to bend down as close to the ground and just gently roll it. That's probably the easiest way. And we'll teach you all this when you come on down. And thank you very much for allowing us to show you our presentation. And thank you to our CA Theater Group for taping this and bringing it to everyone in our development. Right now, we're not playing because of what's going on, but normally we play every Tuesday and Friday from 9 to 12 and from 6 to dusk on those days. So you're welcome to come down. And the whole idea of doing this is to have fun. Of course, we joke around, we kid, but it's really having fun, and I think you will really enjoy it. Thank you.